What's up guys, it's Drac, and Rival has peaked. This is it. This gumball machine looking delivery system is the apex predator of this ecosystem. This is about as good as it gets. Let's talk about why. So if you don't already follow me on Twitch, and if you don't already follow me on Twitch, what are you doing? But this is something that I built on my live stream this past weekend. A pretty exciting build, only took me about a few hours, and that was with like stream and a bunch of other distractions. So I highly recommend the build it yourself kit version of this, although you can have them build it for you for an additional fee. That means that if you have the battery and you know how to build it yourself and you only need like one adapter or so, you can get this thing for just under $200. And this is the full blower setup, micro board, Arduino, tunable, tweakable Proton Pack kit from Out of Darts. This is a dream of his, 3 years in the making. I know that he's been thinking about it since he originally did the Zeus with the squirrel fan blower motors to make that thing into a powerhouse. And I mean, I should really lead with a clip of this firing, and I probably will in post, but this thing holds 450 rounds, plus a few in the tube. It's got an adjustable tube. It'll let you power off of a single battery that sits down here in the tank underneath. It's got an intake tube. This is where it pulls fresh air in from. You don't necessarily need that intake tube as long as your setup is hanging like outside of the containment unit. Now you can strap this, you could carry this, you could do this a lot of different ways. I'm actually, and I need you guys to comment down below, help me out. Where can I find a coffin-shaped backpack? My little sister has like a full Game Boy backpack that she hides hers in. I know that Luke has like a Ghostbusters style pack that he puts his in. I really want a coffin pack for mine. But this sealed system lets you pull air in through this tube, and then it pushes the balls out through here, and the power cable that runs along this in parallel plugged into the original LiPo connector up top. And so my Jupiter is now a 3S just hose. This thing is cool. So it all works off of the same rev and fire trigger originally. There's an agitator down in the bottom that makes the balls kind of flow into this feed ramp. And then there's of course a brushless speed controller that controls the airflow through it. So it's pushing balls and air through the tube to give you a continuous feed through this system. And overall, just a lot of love. A lot of work went into this to make sure that the fittings were tight, but not too tight. That the seal was good, but not completely sealed. So that you got good vacuum, but you didn't get jammed and burn anything out if something gets stuck. Like, this is the 3.0 of Luke's dream. My only other caveat is that I think that it's incredibly affordable for what you get. I can't wait to get some sweet B-roll. Maybe we'll even get a special guest to show you what it looks like in rival battle out here. But I do want to thank Luke. They come in, I think, blue and black. I think they come in Prusament, Azure Blue, and Galaxy Black. Yes, mine is in my special red and Filamentum Vertigo Gray. I kind of paid extra for that. I provided Luke a bunch of that material so that he could print them, but do not go torture Luke asking for custom colors. He won't do it. I'm amazed he did it for me with how swamped he is, and I do really appreciate it, because the last thing that I want to brag about in this segment is, like, check this out. My adapter and my hose look like they were printed the same day as my Jupiter. I built this Jupiter at least over 2 years ago. It's been a while. I've used it quite a few times. My Jupiter still works fantastically. But if you ever want to swap this system over, it's as simple as quickly disconnecting the XT60 here, and then you pull this adapter out. Mine's actually got a screw in it, but the adapter sleeves out, and then you could install it on anything else. So I'm probably finally gonna make a Percy's and hook it up, but I gotta find the coffin backpack first, so help me out with that. But before I take it outside and get some like general Jupiter performance off of it, realistically, I just want an excuse to shoot some cool stuff. I wanna show you guys how long it takes with my particular setup to drain all of these balls in one go. So this is 450 rounds plus a few extra. I want to say it's 500, but I know it's not quite 500. This is the Sharps container that I use to store my rival rounds in so that kids don't take too many of them at the SC&C. Let's go ahead and take our hose, rev it up, put it in there, because I do not want to lose all of these all over my office. We're going to lose plenty of them when we're outside, and you guys can watch me aggressively send gumballs into Sharps containers. Let's go. Counter starts now. That's pretty good. I do want to point out that required no additional agitation to this. The agitator and the blower did a bang up job. The Jupiter could keep up with the rate of fire and flow the entire time. My sharps container is now completely full, and it looks like I've got like Cheeto dust on the inside of this jar. Let's take it outside. Let's put it over the chronograph. Let's do some cool stuff with it. What a hose. All right, guys, so I brought it outside. I had to bring out my aggressive gumball delivery machine over here, and this thing just looks great. Again, I cannot stress enough how cool it is to have one that matches my Jupiter so perfectly. If I pull it out into the sun, the fact that these were printed 3 years apart is astounding to me. It looks so, so good. So we'll fire just a couple down, and you guys can see, I mean, we've already done a full dump of the tank, but Jinx is like normally very comfortable with Nerf blasters, but even she recognizes that this is in a league of its own. The chronograph has a difficult time reading some of these because of how fast they're going over. It looks like we're averaging about 100 FPS, but you know, we're of course all over the board. I saw one going 150, and while Jinx is definitely smart enough to avoid it, in true Lord Draconical YouTube channel fashion, my special guest has decided to make the journey all the way out here for full auto face shooting goodness.
Balls to the face!
Balls! Everybody knows my good buddy Bobololo, lifetime fan of the Pulsator, and a big fan of when in doubt, balls it out. So I don't know how far away you want to be. Definitely go down that way so that I'm not losing these in the woods.
All right, I think this is good.
All right, so Bobo has volunteered to be theoretical Zambi target practice. Now, eventually I think that Luke is going to create some sort of system to hold these, right? Some sort of pack. And I need you guys' help legitimately in the comments section down below. Help me find a coffin-themed backpack so that I can put mine in there. And while Will's laughing about that revelation, I feel like the only way to... All right, do I apologize first? All right, hop-up's in the right place.
Got two on the way.
Bobo informs us that it's about half a tank.
I got one on the top of my mouth.
It's about half a tank will do, Bobo. There you go. Now, in the spirit of fair play, since this is the first time we've had a guest in a video since the pandemic started, I do just want to point out, here we believe in science. I'm fully vaccinated. Bobo is halfway there. I know.
I'm on.
All right. Okay, wait, it's the only way. All right, let me declip the microphone because there's no way. Oh, goodness. Jinxie, no. Stay over there. Jinxie, no.
You ready?
Probably not.
Catch him, Drac! Catch him! You gotta open your mouth!
Hibachi restaurant, Bobo. You take your tiny pieces of shrimp and you keep them to yourself. All right, so that's our review of the Proton Pack. Obviously a ton of fun. The audio quality just got real bad because we're on the native microphone now. But we do it live here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely... Cut it out. Cut it out. Definitely support Luke's Project Proton Pack. Links will be in the description box down below. Watching you. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I don't know how we're ever gonna get get all of these balls up, we need one of the nut grabbers, which I think conveniently he also sells on his website to pick up the balls there for the harvesting of walnuts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Support the links in the description box below. If you need merch, if you need a Drac logo to be your target, we sell those over at my web store, foamproshop.com. The Proton Pack is an affordable way to deliver a massive amount of rounds downrange. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's Drac out.